he is says one of the 2 majority owners and club president. Yeah, we're not dealing around with, we're going right to the top. And his name is Steve Coxon. Hello, Steve.
Hey, Coach. How you doing? Good morning.
Good morning to you. This is, DJ Bartley got us hooked up through a friend, I guess, that he has, and through you. This is the United Soccer League, am I right?
That's correct. It's the United Soccer League, and we're playing in the PDL, which is the Premier Developmental League portion of it.
Oh, okay, so there's like certain tiers of this league, you might say.
There is. Essentially, if you look at the U.S., there's a pyramid, and the MLS, which is Major League Soccer's on top. We're in about the 3rd or 4th tier.
Okay, now again. And the MLS, of course, quite popular. I must ask you, now, where are you from, Steve?
Originally, I'm from Newcastle, England, although the accent probably doesn't give that away.
No, Newcastle, very good. Love it. Love the way. Love the way I'm sorry, I just like the way they talk. I'm sorry. Love that. Love the speech. Anyway, let's talk here. Now, this United Soccer League, this is a lot of teams around the whole country, correct?
Correct. It's there's actually 72 teams in this in the PDL, which is a version of the United Soccer League, and we're split into Eastern Division, Southern Division. We've got teams out in California, and we're in the Northeast Division with teams like Boston and Vermont and Western Massachusetts and Worcester.
Oh, okay.
So we're right up in that northeast corner there.
All right, now, so this would be basically if we're talking about, baseball or basketball, which has developmental leagues, minor leagues. These are guys that are aspiring to one day make it up to the next tier, the next level?
Absolutely. We're an amateur team. We're actually a professional team in every other aspect, except we cannot pay our players.
Okay.
Because a lot of these guys are still in college. Most of them will be playing at like a D1 school in the state. We've got guys from Yale. We've got guys from Central Connecticut State University.
Oh, you do?
Guys from Sacred Heart, yeah. So we've got a lot of Connecticut ties. And then there's some of these guys who have already graduated, and they've still got the bug, and they're still looking to play in the MLS. So this is it's a minor league soccer team. As I said, it's one of the tiers. One of the tiers to get to the MLS, and we're kind of the first rung on the ladder. Okay, and the name of your team is, I don't want to say, is it Azul? It is, yes. It is CFC, which stands for Connecticut Football Club, and it's CFC Azul.
Azul, I like that. Because I was going to say pasta, and I could say pasta fazul, and then I'd automatically think of food, and then right away I'm like, you see what I'm saying?
Exactly. We want people to remember us.
Exactly right. And this is the top amateur league in America. Let's put that right on the table right out now. And now, you are actually located right in Hamden, Connecticut?
We are, yes. A couple of my partners, we own an indoor soccer center right in Hamden, Connecticut on Sherman Avenue. It's called the CFC Arena.
Okay.
And our head offices are located right there.
Now, you say you have an arena there?
Yeah, it's a 60,000 square indoor soccer center. Can't believe you've never been there, Coach.
Well, no. I've been to a lot of arenas. On Sherman Avenue, I know where that is, obviously.
Yeah.
But I didn't have to take a ride up there and see this. So it's a whole arena, so you've got games going on there.
We have, we open the door at 7 a.m. on a Sunday morning, and there's guys playing soccer from 7 a.m. till 2 a.m. in the morning, Saturday, Sunday, 7 days a week. Come the winter time, it's 7 days a week. It's 15 hours a day. The place is absolutely jammed.
Well, as I said earlier, let's be quite honest, Steve. Sports nowadays, I don't care if it's soccer, football, hockey, it doesn't matter. They all run into each other. They're all 12 months a year now. There's no more, season's over, you move on to the next. It's all year.
It is, and we were having discussions the other day about this. This is how the sport in general is becoming, They're talking about specialization, and we've got these young soccer players in our organization. We're a big youth organization as well.
Okay.
So we get a lot of players who are looking to go and play in college. And, from the ages of 9 years old, these kids are starting to really just play soccer. They're giving up other sports. They're giving up basketball. They're giving up baseball. And they're focusing on soccer. And it's 12 months out of the year now for some of these young kids.
So the kids that play we'll separate the two. The kids that come into your arena over on Sherman Ave, they could be anywhere from youth to adults.
We have kids. I just heard what you were saying about, I believe it was your niece.
My granddaughter.
My granddaughter.
Oh, yeah, my granddaughter.
Yeah, we have 3-year-olds walking in there, and I think we have a gentleman. There's a couple of guys in their 70s who still play in the over 50 league.
Really?
Yeah, it's an amazing sight.
Like the way you said that. I imagine that is. But as I say, I can just see. I can imagine my 3.5-year-old granddaughter saying, "Okay, now I think it's time for no." I think it's going to be kind of fun. Anyway, so but this team that you have now, these are, would you say, mainly college players?
Yes, yeah. I would say our roster's probably split 50-50 down the middle of current college kids, and then, as I mentioned, guys who are 21, 22 years old,
okay,
and they're still looking to play in the MLS at the highest level.
So how did this team get put together? Like, how'd you get these kids?
Yeah, well, we've had tryouts all the way through the winter at our indoor center, and I would say, Coach, we had about 220 kids try out in total for this team.
And how many did you take?
We took, in the end, I think our roster's about between 25 and 28, I think we are at this moment.
All right, now, your season, this is your first season. This is, just so you know, CFC Azul out of Hampden. It's the only team in the league from Connecticut. We should point that out. So let's get behind this team, being that they are our Connecticut representative. You start up the first week of May, so that's coming up next week. Correct. And you're going to go, where can we find out about your schedule and tickets? I'm sure there's a website.
Absolutely. Well, you could go to our website, which is cfcazul.com.
Okay.
Or you can visit us on Facebook like everybody else does. Everybody's got a Facebook page these days.
Yes.
So we're on Facebook at Facebook/CFC Azul. And ticket information, schedule information, the roster, everything's up there so you can get in there and read all about us.
How many games will you play?
We have a schedule. We play 16 games in our league. So we play eight games at home, and then we go on the road, as I said, up to Boston, up to Worcester. Our farthest trip is actually, we play Ottawa.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we're up in Canada for a game. So, yeah, 8 games at home, 8 games away, and then get into the playoffs, hopefully.
Hopefully. How many? Wow! You play 16 games. Are these games played on the weekend during the week? How do they do this?
Yeah, our games are nearly all on a Saturday night. We try to get a 7 o'clock kickoff. The biggest problem we've had this year, Coach, is we've had a real tough time getting a soccer stadium. You drive around the state, you'll realize there's not a lot of soccer-specific stadiums that are built just to play the game of soccer on.
Really?
Yeah, so that's been our major challenge. So we don't have so much as a permanent home this year. We're going to be traveling all over the state of Connecticut. We're going to see which towns come out and support us, which town mayors we can woo, and then hopefully next year we're going to have our own soccer-specific stadium that we're looking to build. Would that be?
Oh, okay, to build, and that would be in Connecticut, hopefully?
Absolutely, yes, that would be definitely in Connecticut.
All right. I just looking. Where are some? Now, some of your games will be played in the area, though.
We do. We're again going back to the stadium issue. We're scheduled. Our first game is actually going to be at East Haven High School, right down the road, and it's going to be a 7 o'clock kickoff on May the 5th at East Haven High School.
Wow, at East. I know that very, very well. Done football game, yes. Taught in the East Haven system. I guess I do know where it is. And any other areas in the state that you're using their stadiums besides East Haven?
Yeah, well, then we're going to take. We're hoping we're having not 100% locked in, but we're hoping to have a game at the University of Bridgeport.
Okay.
And then we kind of take the road north a little bit. We're going to go to Farmington. We're going to go to Willowbrook Stadium in New Britain.
In New Britain, yes.
We're going to play up there, which is probably the best stadium in the States for soccer. So
okay.
Yeah, that's probably the number one stadium for soccer in the States. So we're going to head up there. And then we've got a game in Fairfield County. We're going to play a game over in Wilton at the Christine Lilly Field.
Why not? One of the greatest soccer players we've ever had.
Exactly.
Why not?
Exactly.
Now, on your website, is your schedule on your website?
Our schedule is on the website, correct. If you go to cfcazul.com, you'll see it right up there.
That's what yes, I have it. I'm a scheduled type of guy.
It's kind of a work in progress, though, so you have to check it every day because, as I said, stadiums are tough.
All right, because here, Saturday, May 5th, you're at East Haven, so that's got to be changed. You're play because it says Yale University.
Yeah, we actually had to make that change yesterday. It hasn't been updated. Yeah,
that's okay.
So it's actually, as I said, the Yale game has now been moved to East Haven High School.
And you're playing Boston.
And we're playing Boston Victory, who are brand new as well. There's actually 3 new teams in our league this year.
Okay.
Ourselves, Boston Victory, and Worcester up in Massachusetts.
Very good. Yeah, and you'll be playing those teams: Worcester, Ottawa, Western Mass, Seacoast is in there. And again, now, wherever it says Yale University, is this like you say, could be as we go along kind of thing, right?
Yeah, we will have it all locked up in the next 2 to 3 days. We'll have the entire schedule all locked in.
Because I'm on there right now for a great website, though, by the way, so check it out.
Yeah,
CFC,
one of our
really
coaches
nice.
one of our coaches in the club is a kind of website designer, and he's as a hobby, and he does a great job.
I can see that. So that'd be great. Where would, without prying, have you looked, where would, you say, looking for a permanent home or stadium, what areas have you looked at?
Well, we have looked at Hamden, and we've had discussions about the town of Hamden.
Really?
Yes.
That'd be great, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. We like it down. We like down here. We've got our own indoor soccer center down here. We've got a good reputation around here, so it would make sense to try to locate down in this area.
Yes, and the following that you've gotten for all of your youth games and leagues. How long have you been there?
We've been in Hamden. I believe we've been in Hamden about 5 years now.
Okay.
And we have, in total around the state, we have about 75 youth soccer teams.
So okay.
We're by far the biggest, what we call premier, which is sort of the next step up for these kids who are trying to, as you said, a lot of these kids will go on to play college. We're kind of the biggest organization in the state for that.
I was just going to say, so you actually have leagues that run there, and you have schedule of games that are played there.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah, we play indoor soccer all the way through till April, and then all of our teams then go outside, and they all play from April pretty much all the way through again until the cold weather kicks in and they all come back inside.
Wow, how about that? That's unbelievable. And it's great. And again, as I say, and I know how big soccer is, and we've had some great soccer players out of Connecticut here over the years. So this is the team known as CFC Azul, the only team in this league. This is the league. This is what the United Soccer League.
Correct.
And it is one of the tiers. These are college kids, some that have been in college maybe, that are aspire to get to the next level. And check them out again next Saturday, 7 o'clock at East Haven High School. They'll play Boston over there at East Haven next Saturday night. That should be an interesting match.
Yeah, very interesting. We've absolutely no idea how good we are. We've absolutely no idea how good Boston are. We're going into this. We've had a good preseason. We've actually, I think we're undefeated in preseason. We played a couple of the local colleges. We beat Central Connecticut State University. So we've got a kind of a feel where we're at, but you'll never know until we step on the field on Saturday. Yeah.
I got you down as a win, Steve.
Excellent. Week. I have us as a win as well.
Well, look at that. Page. There's 2 right there. I tell you what, it has been a pleasure having you on. I certainly wish you a lot of success over your season, and it's flourishing. And I promise you I will get out. Know where Sherman Avenue is. I know it's up there at Quinnipiac up there for sure.
Exactly.
Right there.
Exactly. Right on the corner from Quinnipiac. You just go up the hill and you'll see us on the left-hand side, Sherman Avenue. It's a huge building. You can't miss us.
Not a problem, Steve. I really appreciate you coming on and talking about this soccer league and your upcoming games.
Hey, great. Thanks very much for having me, Coach.
Anytime, Steve. You take care.
All the best. Cheers.
Bye-bye.